Good morning, students. Today we will continue the chapter Emerging Modes of Business. Today we will understand what is e-business and e-commerce. The conduct of industry, trade and commerce using the computer network is defined as e-business. E-business is a more elaborate term and comprise various business transactions and functions conducted electronically, including the more popular gamut of transactions called e-commerce. E-commerce covers a firm's transactions with a with its customer and suppliers over the internet. E-business includes not only e-commerce but also other electronically conducted business functions such as production, inventory management, product development, accounting and finance and human resources management. What is the scope of e-business? Why e-business is so important nowadays? On the basis of business function, production, finance, marketing, and personal administration, as well as managerial activities like planning, organizing, and controlling, can be carried out over computer networks because it is the time of technology and computers. On the basis of parties involved in electronic transactions, B2B. What is B2B? B2B, which is a firm's transactions with other businesses. B2C, that is a firm's interactions with its customers, and intra B, or a firm's internal process. These are very important terms. The first of all, we should understand B2B commerce. The number one is both the parties involved in e-commerce transactions are business firms, and hence the name of B2B, that is business to business. Next point is creation of utilities or delivering value requires a business to interact with a number of other business firms which may be suppliers or vendors or diverse inputs, or else they may be a part of the channel through which a firm distributes its products to the consumers. The next point is historically the term e-commerce originally meant facilitate of B2B transactions using electronic data interchange EDI technology to send and receive commercial documents, purchase orders or invoices. The next point is, for example, manufacturing of aircraft requires large number of components which is manufactured by some other. Computers are used to place orders, monitoring production, delivering of component and making payments. What is B2C? B2C, business to customers. B2B means business to business and B2C means business to customers. Transactions have business firms at one end and its customer on the other end. It entails a wide gamut of marketing activities such as identifying activities, promotion, and sometimes even delivery of products that are carried out online. Most of the transactions are you are seeing that are occurring in online. It enables a business to be in touch with its customers on round the clock basis, which helps in knowing the customer's satisfaction level. The most important thing in the business, customer satisfaction. The next point is, for example, ATM speeds up withdrawal of money. Now, the next term is intra B commerce. Parties involved in the electronic transactions are from within a given business firm. It is largely due to use of intra B commerce that today it has become possible for the firm to go in for flexible manufacturing. Use of computer networks makes it possible for the marketing department to interact constantly with the production department and get the customized the products made as per the requirements of the individual customers. The next point is, for example, virtual private network VPN technology would mean that employees do not have to come to office. Instead, in a way of the office goes to them and they can work from wherever they are and their own speed and time convenience. Meetings can be held online via tele-video conferencing. The next important term is C2C commerce. The business originates from the consumer and the ultimate destination is also consumers. The type of commerce is best suited for dealing in goods for which there is no established market mechanism. For example, eBay, Quicker, etc., where consumers sell their goods and services to other consumers. Another technology that he emerged to support C2C activities is that of the payment intermediary. The next point is, for example, PayPal, instead of purchasing items directly from an unknown, untrusted seller, the buyer can instead send the money to PayPal. From there, PayPal notifies the seller that they will hold the money for them until the goods have been shipped and accepted by the buyer. Now we will understand difference between e-business and traditional business. The first point is ease of formation. In traditional business, it was very difficult, and in e-business it is very simple. Physical presence. In traditional business, physical presence was required, and in e-business, physical presence does not require. The next point is location requirement. In traditional business, proximity to the source of raw material or the market for the products. And e-business, it is none. In traditional business, cost of setting up very high. The costs were very high. And in e-business, low as no requirement of physical facilities. In traditional business, operating cost was very high. High due to fixed charges associated with investment in the procurement and storage. And in e-business, operating cost is very low as a result of reliance on network of relationship rather than ownership of resources. Nature of contact with the suppliers and the customers. In traditional business, indirect it was indirect through the intermediaries, and in e-commerce or in modern commerce it is direct. In traditional business, nature of internal communication from top level and management to middle level and management to lower level and management to operatives, and non-hierarchical, allowing direct vertical horizontal and diagonal communication. And in traditional business, response time for meeting customers internal requirements was very long. And in modern business or e-business, intensious है. And in traditional business, shape of the organizational structure vertical, tall due to hierarchy of chain of command. And in modern business or e-business, it is horizontal or flat due to directness of command and communication. In traditional business, process and length of the cycle, sequential present relationship, that is purchase, production, operations, marketing, sales. The business process cycle is therefore longer. Stimulations concerns different process. Business process cycle is therefore shorter in e-business. In traditional business, opportunity for interpersonal touch was much more, and in e-business, it is very less. Opportunity for psychological pre-sampling of the products was much more in the traditional business, and in e-business it is less. However, for digitable products, such an opportunity is tremendous. You can pre-sample music, books, journals, software, videos, etc. Ease of going global was very less in traditional business, and in e-business it is much, as cyber space is truly without boundaries. Government patronage was shrinking in traditional business because people are going very far from traditional business. They are coming with the e-business. So it is much, as IT sector is among the topmost priorities of the government. Natural human capital in traditional business, semi-skilled and even unskilled manpower needed, and in e-business, technically and professional qualified personnel needed, because they will have to use the computers and technologies. Transaction risk. Transaction risk was very low in traditional business to arm's length transaction and face to face contact, and it is the, you can say, it is the drawback of the e-business, because transaction risk is very high due to the distance and anonymity of the parties. Thank you.